Good morning, and welcome into the Lifeline Morning Show. I'm Steven, and I'm so glad that you're here, because Fridays are made for reflecting, for celebrating how far we've come this week, and for leaning into the good that's ahead. Today's theme is all about faithfulness. William A. Ward once said, "Faith sees a flower and a seed, a tree and a root, a king and a shepherd boy." Isn't that beautiful? Faith doesn't just see what is, it sees what can be. Proverbs 28:20 says it like this: "The trustworthy person will get a rich reward, but a person who wants quick riches will get into trouble." In other words, the steady, the faithful, the ones who keep showing up in the small things, they are the ones who are honored. And I think about this in everyday life. Parents, when you pack that lunch one more time or help with homework again, it might feel unseen, but God sees your faithfulness. And teachers, when you patiently walk a student through a tough lesson and see them reach that aha moment, that steady step makes all the difference. And kids, when you choose honesty, even in the little things, you're shaping a character that will stand strong later. Faithfulness doesn't usually look flashy. It's not about instant results, but it's in those steady, unseen obediences that God is planting seeds for great victories down the road. Wow, partner with Him in that. Here's our reminder this Friday morning. Don't despise the little things. Be faithful in them, because faith sees the flower in the seed. And you know what? God honors the trustworthiness of His people. I think we're getting set up for an amazing day. How about you? With a thought like that to fuel you forward? I mean, come on. This Friday doesn't stand a chance. You got this. Why? Because He's got you. And hey, I'd love to hear from you as we're doing this life together. Text me, 256-967-0885. Let me know what's going on in your life. Request a song. Send me a morning GIF. I love hearing from you, so whatever you want to send me, text it to me, 256-967-0885. And thank you. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, how about some music? Here's a good one. It's Kane, and I Made It. And their tour just started yesterday, and they're going to be coming near us very, very soon. See, I just ended that break right there for our radio crowd, but I'm going to get to tell you a little more about when they're coming. Yep, Kane, live and in color. It is going to be happening on October 29th in Huntsville at the Mark C. Smith Concert Hall. So, hey, I'm going to have tickets to give away for that, so be listening for your chance to win. We're also going to hear from the band between now and then. Actually, I was able to sit down and do a little interview with one of the members, one of the sisters, and I got to ask them some questions that were given to me by listeners like you. So, hey, thanks for being here on the podcast. I want to give you a heads up because, I couldn't play that song for you, and I'm sorry that's the case, but copyrighted material causes problems on the podcast. So what I'm going to do is put together a Spotify playlist, and I'm going to put together a list with links to YouTube for each one of these songs that we feature on the show this morning so that you can still enjoy the music whenever you want to, okay? So it's going to be specifically in the description over on Spotify. So you'll have the link for the playlist, and you'll have all kinds of links individually for each song that we feature this morning. Okay? Hey, thanks for hanging out with me right here. Do me a favor, share us with somebody, and make sure that you subscribe. All right? And hey, reach out. I love hearing from all of our listeners. So I'd love to hear what's going on in your life. Send me a morning GIF, even if it's not the morning time. Maybe you're listening at midnight or 5 o'clock in the evening. Send me something. 256-967-0885. Thanks. Let's get on with the show.
Seems like you forgot again. So let me remind you. You've made it through things you thought would break you. You've stood alone in rooms where no one noticed your pain. You've smiled with a heavy heart just to make others comfortable. You've survived days you didn't think you'd get through. Nights where your mind wouldn't stop racing. Moments where everything felt like too much. But here you are. You've been the strong one for so long. You've started believing that you don't need anyone. You forgot how far you've come. You forgot that it's okay to rest. that you don't have to carry it all. So, if no one's told you lately, I'm proud of you for holding on, for still trying, even when it's hard. You're not behind, you're not weak, you're human, and that's enough.
Now, hey, let's talk a little bit about your word of life this morning. It's from Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 20, in the New Living Translation of the Bible. The trustworthy person will get a rich reward, but a person who wants quick riches will get into trouble. What is implied there? You know what I think about when I think of somebody who wants quick riches? It's somebody who's willing to cut corners and not do the job thoroughly. Yeah, you can get into some real trouble that way. Some good advice here. Some good instructions for life. Why don't you share this word of life with somebody? We'll have this for you in photo form here in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. So go ahead, share it with somebody and tell them what it means to you. It's a great way of sharing your faith. We do this really for 2 reasons. The first, we know that life is busy. Sometimes we forget to read our Bible, so we got you covered. And then the second reason, we want to help you participate in the Great Commission. We want to make it as easy as possible for you to preach the gospel, to share your faith with somebody. So sharing that word of life is so easy. I hope you'll do it today. All right, so I want to turn you on to some good music that I just recently found. This is from a band called Lost and Found, and the name of the track is Deep Waters, Psalm 18, and oh my. I think a term the kids use these days is, it slaps. He eats and leaves no crumbs. Did you hear some banjo in there? I heard a whole lot of banjo. You know who else likes a lot of banjo? Crowder. Here's his song, Good God Almighty.
When you finish your business here on earth, you won't be here anymore. The reason you're still here is because you still got business. There is still something God has for you that you've yet to receive. There's something that God wants you to do that you haven't yet done. Maybe you here because you need to hear this here. Maybe you here because you need to dust off your dreams. Maybe you need to explore your imagination. Maybe you just need to identify your gift so you can quit tripping in your own life, trying to figure out what you can do when God already planted inside you a long time ago. Now, this is what you got to do. Identify your gift and get busy with it. God gave all of you a gift. Identify your gift. It is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your gift. Get busy at that. If it's drawing, if it's teaching, if it's sharing, if it's caregiving, He put that gift inside of you. He didn't hide it under a rock or put it under the mountain or put it on the mountain somewhere. He put the gift in you. And it don't have to be no big spiritual reason. You ain't here to save the world or go over there and feed the hungry. Them ain't the only callings in life. I make people laugh. It put me in the presence of great men. That's what my gift has done for me. That's what your gift will do for you. That scripture is talking about you. This ain't your life. God got some more for you. The moment God ain't got nothing else for you, you ain't gonna wake up no more. You lived your last day the day He got nothing. Once you done served your purpose and ran your route, you out. But as long as He wake you up, it's cause He ain't finished with you yet. I wake up every day with the expectation that He finna do something great for me. Identify that God-given gift and get to pursuing it. Until you follow your dream and connect it to your gift, you'll never be happy. You'll never be happy, man. I just gotta tell you, you got to chase that dream before you die, man. You should go and live your dream. Just go see. God puts your real life in your imagination. That's where your real life ain't in your present circumstance. Your real life is not in your current situation. Your real life is not in your paycheck. Your real life, He tucks it away in your imagination.
I'm on the phone with Donnie. We're checking in this morning, and he said, you know, Stephen, it looks a little gloomy outside, but TGIF. Yeah, Donnie, you're right, man. It is. The weekend is almost here. We're almost there. Well, since I've got a particular set of people in the car right now, my Carline crew, I thought maybe I could talk with you for just a minute, if that's okay. Because, you see, today we're talking a little bit about being faithful with the little. And we just touched on that, right, with the word of life. But for my Carline crew, let's talk about something that makes a big difference. All right? When you can be trusted with little things, what happens? Well, you can be trusted with even bigger ones later. And God sees that. Think about it. If you take one seed, you stick it in the dirt and water it, over time, it grows into a flower or even into a tree. But if you ignore that seed, it just stays in that pack, it never gets in the ground, it never gets watered, nothing grows. That seed never finds its purpose. It's the same with the choices that you make every day. When you're faithful in the little stuff, like telling the truth, being kind to your classmates, doing your homework even when it's not fun, you're planting seeds for something big later on. So today, remember this, small things matter to God. He sees every choice you make, even when no one else does. And he promises that faithfulness always brings a reward. All right, my Carline crew, here's your challenge. What little thing can you be faithful in today? I want you to shout it out in the car. Or, you know what? Let mom or dad text it to me. Sound good? So what's one little thing you can be faithful in today? I want to hear from you. Text it to me, 256-967-0885. All right? Go ahead and text me and get ready because we are about to play the Carline competition. So stick around. You might be taking home some gift cards. Here's Mercy Me with Oh Death right here on the Lifeline. Say it with me in 3, 2, 1. Give me the horn. All right, now let's go ahead and crank that engine and then let's start that music so I can say, hey everybody, it's time to play the Carline competition. That's right, your chance to win some gift cards this morning. It's Fast Pass Friday, which means you don't have to answer just one question, not even just 2. But you get to answer 3 trivia questions for your chance to win 3 gift cards. Are you ready to play my game? Go ahead and put this phone number in your phone. Get it ready. Don't call me yet. 256-505-0885. That's the number. A few reminders for you. I got Gunnersville Chick-fil-A, Albertville Home Bakery, and the Caring Heart Thrift Store in Arab gift cards to give away this morning. You can only win one time a month. So if you've won for September, I'm sorry, you can't win again, but you can encourage your classmates to call in and play to get your homeroom at the top of the leaderboard. Okay? Are you ready? Here we go. First round, Carline competition. First question, geography. What is the largest desert in the world? Is it A, Sahara, B, Gobi, C, Arctic, or D, Arabian? 256-505-0885 is the number to call. Now keep in mind that deserts are defined by their extremely low precipitation. With that in mind, which one of these is the largest desert in the world? Is it A, the Sahara, B, the Gobi, C, the Antarctic desert, or D, the Arabian desert? 256-505-0885. Call me up. Let me know, win some gift cards, and if you don't know, that's okay. You can call me anyway because I am your phone-a-friend. 256-505-0885. Now, Miracle Child by Brandon Lake. I didn't have a caller on the first round of the Carline competition. This must be a really hard question, and really, it's only one of 3 questions for Fast Pass Friday, but I believe in you. Maybe you just didn't hear the question. Maybe you just got in the car. Maybe you just turned on the radio. All right, so here we go. First question of today's Carline competition. I'll even break it down to a 50-50 shot. We'll have to go hot or cold. What is the largest desert in the world? Is it A, the Sahara, or C, the Antarctic desert? 256-505-0885 is the number to call. Why don't you call me up and take a guess? You do have a 50-50 shot. Now remember that a desert is defined by its extremely low precipitation, not by their temperature or sandy landscapes necessarily. Is that a hint? Or am I trying to throw you off the trail? You gotta decide. Are you gonna go hot or cold? Here's the question with your options one more time. What's the largest desert in the world? Is it A, the Sahara, or C, the Antarctic desert? 256-505-0885. Call me up. Let me know. 88.5 JFM. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going okay. How is it going for you?
I'm doing okay. I can't complain. TGIF, the weekend is almost here.
Yes, thank God.
That's right. What's your name?
My name is Brooke.
Brooke. All right, Brooke.
Yes.
What you up to today? Are you headed to work? You taking kids to school? You just chilling at the house?
I am actually doing some laundry and getting some cleaning done today.
Nice. All right. So it's cleaning day. That house is going to smell amazing.
Yes, definitely. With all the bleach and stuff I use.
Right? All right, so I've got a question. Actually, 3 questions for you. It's Fast Pass Friday, so you could win 3 gift cards. Now, my first question, I've just broken it down to a 50-50 shot. So I wonder if you know the answer to it. What's the largest desert in the world? Is it A, Sahara, or C, Antarctic?
I will go with A, the Sahara Desert.
You will go with A. Are you 100% sure that you want to lock that in, or would you like to change it to the other option?
I would like... No, I'm going to keep it.
You're going to keep Sahara. I'm so sorry. That's not the right answer.
Oh,
I know it's a tricky one. I was flabbergasted myself, but you just helped somebody else to win. So it's a win-win still. Thank you for playing my game.
Thank you.
Hope to hear from you again soon.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye. You know what? That leaves only one option on the board, so call me up and tell me Antarctic. 256-505-0885. It covers about 5.5 million square miles, and deserts are defined by their extremely low precipitation, not by their temperature or sandy landscapes. So, call me up and let me know what's the largest desert in the world. Is it C, Antarctic? Is it C, Antarctic? Or is it C, Antarctic? 256-505-0885. Call me up. Let me know. Win some gift cards. And then I've got 2 more questions that could land you 3 gift cards. There's my caller.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Eleanor.
Eleanor. All right. Eleanor. What are you up to today? Are you headed to school?
Yes.
Very good. What grade are you in, Eleanor?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Oh, my. What's your favorite thing about school?
Papers to color.
Papers to color. I love it. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. Oh, yeah. I've got a little girl, too, and her favorite color was pink around your age as well. In fact, we would ask her what a color was. It could be blue or green or red or orange, and she would always tell us the color was pink because she loved it so much. All right, Eleanor, I got a question for you. What is the largest desert in the world? Is it C, the Antarctic desert?
Green.
C, you're correct. Congratulations to you. That's right. First question in the bag. We got 2 more to go. So here we go. Question number 2. What mammal is known to have the most powerful bite in the animal kingdom? Is it A, the lion, B, the hippopotamus, C, the crocodile, or D, the tiger?
Crocodile.
The crocodile. You know, that's a good answer. But I wonder if maybe there's another animal here that has an even stronger bite. I think there's a song about this one around Christmas time.
Hippopotamus.
What?
Hippopotamus.
Say it again?
Hippopotamus.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you say it all cute one more time. Hippopotamus is correct. Congratulations. And then now, question number 3. Okay, here we go. In Major League Soccer, what's the maximum number of players a team can have on the field, including the goalie? Now, if you were to count these, you'd have to use 3 hands, okay? You couldn't get it all on 2 hands. So is it A, 10? Is it B, 11? Is it C, 12?
11.
What? Just like you knew that answer. Do you want to lock that in? Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. You just won 3 gift cards.
Told you. How's all? You did. Good job.
That is so awesome. Woohoo. Well, hey, 3 gift cards. We want you to keep one of these and give the other 2 to 2 very special people. Can you tell me about 2 very special people in your life?
Hilly and Olivia.
Tell me something special about Kinley. What do you love about?
I love it when she hugs me.
Oh, are they warm hugs? They make you feel all warm and fuzzy?
Mm-hmm. It's got a Jack shirt.
Oh, cool. All right. And who's that second person again?
Lydia.
Oh, what do we love about that friend?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I guess she's my best friend.
Your best friend?
I guess.
Okay, well, it's okay. You can have more than one best friend. You can have a lot of best friends. So yeah, we all need...
Funny friends.
Funny friends?
5.
5 best friends?
Yes.
Wow, you got a handful of best friends. That is awesome. We all need that many best friends. Eleanor, you rock. I hope you have the best day ever at school. What school do you go to?
Asbury Elementary.
Very nice. Now, since you played, we're going to put your homeroom up on the leaderboard. Now, you got to see if you can get your classmates to call in and put your homeroom at the top of the leaderboard, okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Eleanor, I hope you have a great day at school. Thank you for playing my game.
Bye.
Bye.
Good morning.
Hey, Mom, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were in the car yesterday, and Marcus was playing, and she wanted to call this morning, and she actually got the right answers.
Oh, very cool. That was so much fun. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. Yeah, they love it. We listen to it every morning. We listen to this.
Wow, I'm so happy y'all enjoy it. Y'all are the reason why we're here. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye. That answer for 11 players on the field, I think, caught Mom by surprise because I don't think Mom thought that was the right answer. That was so good. Eleanor was like, see, I told you. I love this game so much. I love talking with you. I love giving away gift cards and we're just having fun in the morning. So I wonder if maybe you're down for one more round. I know we're going a little long this morning, but if you are, I'll hit my bell. All right, here we go. Round 2, Fast Pass Friday, which means 3 gift cards you could win after answering 3 trivia questions. The first one is a Bible fact. Question 1, which Old Testament prophet was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind? Was it A, Elijah, B, Elisha, C, Ezekiel, or D, Isaiah? 256-505-0885. Call me up and let me know. This Old Testament prophet was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. Was it A, Elijah, B, Elisha, C, Ezekiel, or D, Isaiah? 256-505-0885. Call me up, let me know. And while we wait, I think we need a drive time devotion.
This is Pastor Larry Walls with your Drive Time Devotion. I ran across this neat little poem that talks about each and every one of us conquering life's problems. It goes something like this. When you get what you want in your struggle for self and the world makes you king for a day, just go to a mirror and look at yourself and see what the man has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the one staring back from the glass. Some people may think you're a straight shooting chum and call you a wonderful guy, but the man in the glass says you're only a bum if you can't look him straight in the eye. He's the fella to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear up to the end, and you've passed your most dangerous, difficult test if the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down your pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass, but your final reward will be the heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass. Proverbs 16:32 says, "He who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city." You see, he or she who conquers others is strong. He or she who conquers themselves is made mighty. Pray with me. Dear God, help us that we might look in the mirror and see the man or woman that we need to be. Help us to see ourselves in your image and do your will. For it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, let's get busy being awesome.
Thank you, Rodney Norman. I think we should be busy being awesome because, you see, I got some awesome people right now who are so stinking smart in the car. And, you know, some of them are already in the schoolhouse. That's okay. We got others headed into college this morning. We have others who are headed into the school of life. So this question, or I should say these questions, are open to anybody who wants to play. Adults, students, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, sons and daughters, everybody can play. The only thing is, do you know? Do you know the answers to the questions? These are 3 hard questions. I'm not going to lie. But do you have what it takes to win 3 gift cards for answering them? We're going to give this one more shot. I'm going to break this down to a 50-50 shot on this first question of round 2 of the Carline competition. This is a Bible fact. Which Old Testament prophet was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind? Was it A, Elijah, or D, Isaiah? 256-505-0885. Call me up. Let me know. We'll win some gift cards. Maybe. You got 2 more questions after that. But don't worry, I'm your phone a friend. 256-505-0885. Waiting on your call right now. But while we wait, how about Taya? Come Into the Light. I love this song. What happened? Did they win? Did they not? Did they clear some stuff off the board? Here, take a listen and see. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going great.
I'm glad to hear it. Miss Lenora Swords.
I'm a grandma.
Yeah, you are. So that means you've seen a thing or two. That means you're knowledgeable. You know a lot of stuff. And hey.
Not necessarily.
And your husband's a pastor too, so he might have preached about this guy. Which Old Testament prophet was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind? Was it A, Elijah, or was it D, Isaiah?
It was A.
Elijah. You are correct. Congratulations. That's 1 question in. 2 more to go. Here we go. Question number 2. This is a history question. What country built the first paper currency in the 7th century? Ooh. Was it A, India, B, China, C, Egypt, or D, Greece? President Trump likes to talk about this company, this particular country from time to time. He says it in a very funny way. Anyway, what country built the first paper currency in the 7th century? Was it A, India, B, China, C, Egypt, or D, Greece?
Oh, I'm going to miss this one. Egypt.
Egypt? So you sure you want to lock that in? You sure you want to swap it to something else? Maybe India?
I'm blank right now.
Maybe India?
Maybe India, yeah.
Or
India.
or China or Greece. India?
Okay, it's going to be China. It's going to be China. I know.
Okay. Yes, that's right. Okay, we're locked out. That's correct. So that's 2 questions in. And here we go. Right. Last one. Oh, my goodness. It just gets harder and harder. Question 3 is about space. What planet spins the fastest on its axis, completing a full rotation in about 10 hours? Is it A, Jupiter, B, Mars, C, Neptune, or D, Saturn?
Holy moly.
One day takes 10 hours. Is it Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, or Saturn?
Mars?
Mars, the red planet. Do you want to lock that in, or you want to swap?
I'm going to lock it in.
I'm so sorry. No, it's not Mars. It was a valiant effort, though. Thank you for trying.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I hope you have a great day. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But you see, the beautiful thing about this is when you do miss one, you take one off the board for the next person. So somebody knows now that that is not the correct answer. It's not Mars. It's another planet. But which planet is it? But first, I mentioned this, that President Trump likes to say this word in a certain way. So
let's say China. 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 China.
China. Anyway, moving on. All right, so you think you have what it takes? Can you win? You think? All right, let's do this. Here's my question. We're just going to go with that one, okay? Because we got the first 2 answered. The third question is the one that's going to take home 3 gift cards. It's a space question. What planet spins the fastest on its axis, completing a full rotation in about 10 hours? Is it A, Jupiter, C, Neptune, or D, Saturn? 256-505-0885 is the number to call. Yeah. Are you afraid? Are you scared? Oh, no, you're not. I just got a caller. All right, stay right there on the phone line with me while I start the song, and I'll get your answer. It's Casting Crowns and Voice of Truth. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you a brave soul?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. You sound quite confident here, like you might have Googled the answer, so Here we go. This is question number 3, because we know Elijah is the Old Testament prophet taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. We know that China built the first paper currency in the 7th century, but in space, what planet spins the fastest on its axis, completing a full rotation in about 10 hours? Is it A, Jupiter, C, Neptune, or D, Saturn?
I'm going to go with A, Jupiter.
A, Jupiter. Now, here's the question. Do you want to lock that in, or would you like to swap?
Let's lock it in.
Let's lock it in. Good choice. Congratulations. You just won 3 gift cards. What do you think about that?
Yay! That's amazing.
Yeah, I think so too. I didn't even grab your name.
My name's Crystal.
Crystal. All right, Crystal. What school would you like to shout out?
Boaz Intermediate School.
Boaz Intermediate. Is there a particular teacher that you would like to shout out?
Yes, Miss McBrayer.
Got it. All right, we're going to put that on the leaderboard. And now, with those 3 gift cards, we want you to keep one, give the other 2 away to 2 very special people. Can you tell me about those 2 people?
I can. One of my friends, Alicia Rogers, she actually had a birthday yesterday, so we'll go with that.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
And let's see, I will go with Sheila. She is my mother, and she's my rock. I lean on her for everything.
Oh, a lot of love being shared on the radio this morning. You are awesome, Crystal. Thank you so much for playing my game.
Thank you.
Are you getting kind of excited about Harvest Festival?
I am. I love Harvest Festival season.
Yeah, it is a good time. What's your favorite part about Harvest Fest?
We usually just go to all the festivals as a family,
Yeah.
and so just spending time with family and, of course, good food.
Nice. Yeah, it's good. All right. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that Harvest Festival in Boaz happening not this weekend, but next Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a blast. And hey, just a few more little facts about Jupiter, if you would like. I mean, it may have been a while since you've heard about these, but Jupiter is the solar system's largest planet. It's a gas giant. I feel like I'm a gas giant after eating Mexican food. Anyway, it has about a 10-hour day and a powerful magnetic field known for its great red spot. It's a centuries-old storm larger than Earth, 95 moons, including the large Galilean satellites, and a faint ring system. Its gravity helps protect the inner planets by sweeping up comets and asteroids, and its atmosphere, composed primarily of hydrogen and helium, features distinctive swirling bands of clouds. So if we lived there and could breathe the hydrogen and the helium, we'd sound like we just sucked on a balloon, because that helium makes that pitch go way up. Anyway, that'd be fun. All right, so that brings us to the end. I know that was like the extended version of the Carline competition. It just took a while to get through. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now, we're going to still have some fun here. I got some music to get to, some business and ministry impact partners, some weather, some word of life, and we're going to keep talking about today's theme. And what's it all about? Well, here it is. Faithful with the little. Okay? So we'll dive into that a little bit deeper as we go on. I'd like to go over and take a look at our streaming map and see maybe who all is hanging out with us. So let's go do that real quick. Okay? May have to refresh it. Yeah, I've had it up for too long. So here we go. Hitting my map, taking a look. Oh, Wheezy. Good morning to you. Thank you for hanging out up there in What You Talking About, Willis, Michigan. Also, we got some listeners over in Arab and Gunnersville. Geraldine is hanging out with us. We got Pinson. I think, hey, I haven't seen that pin in a while. Thank you for hanging out with us in Pinson. Also, we got Auburn, Alabama. They're hanging with us. And our friends across the pond over in Germany, in Fuchenstein and Vogtland. Thank you for making us part of your afternoon. And however you're listening, I just want to make sure you feel the love. We're so appreciative of you. Thank you for making us a part of your day, a part of your routine. You know, as always, I love hearing from you. So if you want to text me, send me a morning GIF, request a song, or just say hi. 256-967-0885 is the way to do that. That number one more time, 256-967-0885. Well, I think I'm going to play a request. This particular song is from a band called Unspoken, and it's called Big Shoulders, and this one goes out to Donnie Tolles. What you think about that? That's Lost and Found Deep Waters right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. I'm loving that. I just found that one. I'm like, I've got to play that for my people, and so I hope you enjoyed it as well. I found them over on TikTok. More and more bands are getting on the socials and pushing their content out that way, and it's really working. I mean, Brandon Lake has been tearing it up with a lot of his stuff, and you know what? Forrest Frank has been right there on that trend as well, so it's good stuff. Well, hey, I want to dig a little deeper right now. I want to talk about something that we all have to deal with, and that is just the everyday. sometimes even considered the mundane. You know what I mean? It's those small things that we do every day in and day out. We get bored and we get tired of them, but we keep doing them because we know they're the right things to do. And here's my thought for you. Great victories are often hidden inside small, unseen obedience. Yeah, day after day. What God has entrusted you with, for you to maintain that and for you to help that to flourish, it takes work. It takes daily giving, daily effort. And let me just make sure that you understand, it's not lost on God how much you are trying, because He sees your effort. He sees how you're putting one foot in front of the other, how you're following the path He's laid out for you. So maybe you feel like you're not as far along as you should be. Let that thought go, okay? It's great to think that maybe that'll motivate you to move forward quicker, but really when it comes down to it, we've got to trust Him step by step. Now, it could be that your step is in a mild jog, or maybe you are running, and that is amazing. But regardless of the speed, we need to make sure we're doing the next right thing. And it can get tiring. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things I've committed to here at the station, right? Things that I do off of the air, in the background, with the website or with the socials, with the Words of Life, with recording those and making sure they're up on the socials, so they're in photo and video form, and then they're reaching out to businesses and ministries and other organizations, trying to see if we can partner up to keep this thing going, right? And it can be tiring, but I remember every time that, hey, this is what I'm called to do, that it's going to take work. I'm going to get tired, but I can push through that because the benefits. Think about that for a second. For me, people could look at me and say, Stephen, you're a workaholic. And you know what? They might be right, because I do enjoy doing what I do, because I know the impact it's making on people. I want this radio station to grow as big as it can. I want to reach as many people as possible. It's not for fame or fortune. It's for impact. That's what this thing is all about. We've got this message and this music that can affect somebody's life. It's music kids can sing along with. That's different. And it's encouragement to help get you through the tough times. And yeah, I need that encouragement too. And I'm encouraged by the station myself. But just last night, we had a soccer game. Grace played. It was so good. They won I think it was was it 4 or 5-3? I think. It was crazy. It was an amazing game, but it was really late. It was at 7:30. So we didn't get home last night until 9 o'clock. And the things that I have to do in the evenings, I have to get the weathers ready. So our friends at WAFF 48, they kind of put together what we call a dry read. So they'll read it into the microphone and then they'll send me that file. And so then it's my job to put the music underneath it and put the Word of Life on it and put all the other stuff, and then export that. And then I email it to myself and I remote into the computer here at the station and I put everything where it's supposed to go. And then I do the Word of Life. And it took a while last night. I didn't get in the bed until after 11 o'clock. I know, but it's a labor of love for me. And I'm doing the next thing that I know to do and how I know to do it, because I want that impact to be there. So if you need the motivation to keep doing the thing, then I want you to focus on the benefit that what you do brings to other people. That it's not just about you, and it's not just for you. You are making an impact on other people. So I hope that helps, because it's real easy to get kind of, to kind of put your head down and kind of get stuck in your work and forget about what kind of impact you're making. I mean, maybe you're a mom at home and you're like, make an impact? What are you talking about? I just got these kids. What do you mean you just got these kids? You are shaping the minds of some amazing individuals. You are helping them become well-rounded people who are strong in their faith and who want to bring out the best in others, because that's how you do this thing. That's how you parent. That's amazing. There's so much value in what you do. See how it affects others? Yeah. So whatever position you find yourself in, whatever job title you have, or whatever role you play, it makes an impact. It makes a difference. I just wanted to remind you of that because we do need that reminder from time to time. That it's not just about us. Sure, we can receive some benefits. We can see the good. We can get the smiles and we can feel the joy about it. That's amazing. And I love the way that that's how it works. But if you ever get down, remember the impact that you have on others. You bring value to the table. I just wanted you to remember that. Now, Leanna Crawford and Honest, right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. Today's word of life is really good, from Proverbs 28, verse 20, in the New Living Translation of the Bible. The trustworthy person will get a rich reward, but a person who wants quick riches will get into trouble. You know what I just thought of? When you're a kid, your rich reward could be, well, being obedient and eating everything on your plate. Did you have that rule when you were a kid? It's like, okay, you clean your plate and then you can have some dessert. It's like incentive, right? So, yeah, eating the broccoli, the Brussels sprouts, the asparagus, the cabbage. I don't know. What is the least favorite food that you have? For me, it was liver. Oh, I can't stand liver. It's just, I don't like the texture, don't like the taste. So, yeah, I'd take one for the team on that one. Anyway, but when I got that vanilla ice cream with, you know, those that strawberry, it's not strawberry preserves. It's like when your grandma takes those strawberries and she cuts them, slices them up, puts some sugar on top of them and smashes them and then pours that on top of your vanilla ice cream. Oh, it's so good. It was worth it. Yeah. So, are you going to be trustworthy? Are you going to do the things that need to get done to get that reward? Yeah, I think you will. Just don't cut corners, because the second part of that verse, a person who wants quick riches will get into trouble. Yeah, that's like the person who says, oh, I ate all my food, when really they scraped it off on the floor and let the dog eat it. Yeah, it's going to come back to bite you. So, there's that. Hey, I wonder, how do you do food math? When you're talking portions and you're talking watching what you eat, do you weigh the food? Or do you do sizes, like a portion? Okay, so it's just going to be the size of my palm. I got a pretty big palm, so I don't know how that math works out. I guess it's for each individual. But anyway, I want you to think of this, okay? If you have a piece of chicken and a piece of chicken, and you put the two, one on top of the other, you still have two pieces of chicken, right? Now, I want you to think of things that you can put on top of each other that still make it just one thing. Yeah, rack your brain on that one, and I'll come back and we'll have some fun with it. You might just chuckle. I'm saying I laughed so hard. We'll get into it after Crowder, and still right here on the Lifeline. On your 88.5 JFM, making your day better. I am so glad that you are here. Thank you for doing life with me. It means so much. I enjoy some really good food, and who doesn't, right? I mean, we do live here in the South. We have some of the best food in the world. Biscuits and gravy, anybody? Oh yeah, 2 please. Big old cat head biscuits. Oh, my granny used to make this chocolate syrup. She would kind of call it chocolate gravy, but it was more like syrup than anything else. You put that over a cat head biscuit that's got some butter melted on it. Make your tongue slap your brains out, right? What is your favorite food? Maybe you would say, oh, I enjoy a nice filet mignon. Well, more power to you. I've checked the prices on that recently. Ain't happening. Maybe you say, hey, I could get down with a pork steak. Yeah, that's more my speed right there. That's a cheaper cut of meat. Or a chuck-eye steak. Oh my. It's like a ribeye, but it's the poor man's ribeye. It's so much cheaper. Yeah, I like checking out to see. Now, I'm about to give this away, and look, I'll never get one again. But the Arab meat market, whenever they cut their chuck roasts, they also, I think they put about 3 chuck-eye steaks in a package off of every chuck roast that they cut. And so if you get there early enough, you can score one of those. And let me tell you, you season that up just right, it's just like a ribeye. Just a little more gristle than a ribeye, but it's so good. Anyway, I'm getting hungry talking about food. I got to stop it. But I asked you to do a little math, right? So when you put one food with another food, lots of times you have 2 of that food. But once you stack some foods on top of each other, it's still just considered a single unit of food, right? Like enchiladas. You stack those on top of each other. It's just one enchilada, right? Salads. So if you're into that kind of thing, stacking salads, yeah, like that 9-layer salad. There you go. 9 layers, 1 salad. Sure, that works. Okay. Cake, you can do that. You can have like 2. You put a little bit of frosting between each layer of the cake. It could be a 5-layer cake. It's still one cake, right? Okay, a casserole. Sure, that works too. Here, let's process through this one just a little bit more. Take a listen to this.
If you put a cheeseburger on top of a cheeseburger, it's just 2 cheeseburgers. Okay? Or if you put pizza on a pizza, it's just 2 pizzas. Or chicken on a chicken, it's just 2 chicken. But if you take a stack of pancakes and put it on another stack of pancakes, it's still 1 stack of pancakes. If you take a lasagna and put it on top of another lasagna, it's still just 1 lasagna.
I love it. So if portion control is your thing, if you want to say, hey, I just ate 1 of them, there are a couple options for you. A stack of pancakes or, a lasagna. Didn't say how deep the lasagna was. If you're not getting in on the morning GIF game around here, you are missing out. I've been getting GIFs all morning. I've been sending them back out. I sent one to the Right Reverend Larry Wallace here a while ago, and it's Winnie the Pooh who's putting on his napkin. He's getting ready for breakfast, and it says on it, what's for breakfast? He said, Nutty Buddy and a coffee, usual. He's been busy getting together his presentation for the mission trip for his church on Sunday. So there was a lot of great stuff that happened. So I know that's going to be a great story to share. So thank you, Pastor Larry, for reaching out. He said round steak, bologna. You know what? Bologna is best. I believe bologna is best when you buy it in the Chubb. That way you can cut it to your own thickness. Yeah. You want a really thick piece of bologna? Go for it. Want a really thin one? Why are you even eating bologna? You need it thick. Some white bread, some slather on of some mayonnaise, maybe a slice of tomato, some pepper, maybe just a little bit of salt because you know that bologna's full of it. And maybe a slice of cheese. And if you want to go healthy, put some lettuce on there. Yeah, there you go. That sounds like making myself hungry. I want a bologna sandwich now. Thank you, Pastor Larry. So if you want to get in on this morning GIF game, then you need to text one to me, 256-967-0885. I'm about to send one to Richard Udi. It's Donkey Kong. And I think he's really going to love that one. So 256-967-0885. Text me and let's have some fun this morning. Sound good? All right. Here's House Fires, Beth the Music, and David Funk with Rest on Us. I just got sent a crazy dance as a GIF. I'm about to send one back, and I think there's going to be a lot of chuckling going on. So, hey, if you want to get in on this, again, that number to text, 256-967-0885. You're like, Steven, what are you even talking about? What is a morning GIF? Well, let me explain. A GIF is like a picture, but it moves just a little bit. And sometimes there's a caption there. It says there's a little text on the screen, too. So, yeah, that's what a GIF is. Find one. Send it to me. I'll send another one back to you. 256-967-0885. Okay? Sound good? All right. I just got a GIF from Mary Ellen. It's Friday. It's a French fry dancing. Friday. That's hilarious. I'm going to send you one back. Oh, my. Well, I got some Forrest Frank coming up with that song, I believe, that was inspired by the time he broke his back, but he's been miraculously healed. That was such a cool story. It's called God's Got My Back. Let's go ahead and hit that, and when I come back, we're going to do a little singing. Now, it's not quite a sing-along, but you're going to hear a hymn in a way that you probably have never heard it before. It's so smooth. I can't wait for you to hear it, so don't go anywhere, okay? All right. Thanks for hanging out with me right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. Now, the song, God's Got My Back. So I want to take us to church for just a minute because, yes, some of the songs you hear here on the radio, your church does. But some of you enjoy some traditional worship. And so I wanted to play one of those in a way that you probably never heard it before. It is so good. It really caught my attention. So I hope you enjoy it. Take a listen and see what you think.
Stay for a few seconds. This might be something you didn't even know you needed today. It might be great for you today. I'm learning to play the electric guitar. I'm falling in love with it. Thank you for watching. still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
That one just makes me happy. How about you? Oh, she did such a good job. Well, good morning, and welcome to This Day in History, a chance for us to look back on yesteryear, to celebrate some milestones and some achievements and the movers and shakers who brought us this far. So what happened on this day in history? It was on this day in 1580, after nearly 3 years at sea, English Admiral Francis Drake arrived in Plymouth Harbor, England, completing his circumnavigation of the world. Pretty big deal, going the whole way. In 1772, the first U.S. law to license medical practitioners was passed in New Jersey. It was on this day in 1960, John F. Kennedy and Richard M. Nixon faced off in the first televised debate between major party U.S. presidential candidates, and it's become a tradition ever since, hasn't it? It was on this day in 1969, the American sitcom The Brady Bunch premiered on ABC, and it became a pop culture phenomenon. Marcia. It was on this day in 1983, I'm gonna try to pronounce this. Stanislav Petrov, a Soviet military officer, decided that a computer warning about a U.S. missile strike on the Soviet Union was a false alarm. He was correct, and he was later credited with avoiding an outbreak of nuclear war because of a computer glitch. Crazy, right? I'm so glad that they listened to him. On this day in 1996, astronaut Shannon Lucid returned to Earth after setting a new space endurance record for an American, 188 days aboard the Russian space station Mir. And then, we've got some birthdays to get to. It was on this day in 1981, Serena Williams was born, the American tennis player. George Gershwin, the composer, was born on this day in 1898. And T.S. Eliot in 1888, the American English poet, playwright, and literary critic. And one more piece to get to here on this day in history. The Christian flag was conceived in idea form on this day in 1897 in Coney Island when Charles Overton gave an impromptu speech about a flag for Christians. How cool is that? The Christian flag. Yeah. So there you have it. That's this day in history. Let me bring this music down and close the book. Remind you of the simple truth. There are many facts and figures written throughout this book, excerpts of people's lives and how they impacted the world and the culture around them, how they indeed made history. Think about it. What if your good history were written in a book like this? Kind of humbling, right? Yeah, they'd think of you enough to write your history in a book. I hope that for you. I really do. But can I tell you, even if your history isn't written in a book, I know where it is being written every day. It's on the hearts and in the minds of every person you come in contact with and how you make them feel. So I wonder if maybe you'll take a challenge with me I like to take every day with that in mind. It's simply this. Let's resolve to make good history today so that when others look at us, they get a smile on their face, a little extra warmth in their heart. Now, I got to tell you this. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you some time and some attention. It's going to cost you some thought. And so when an opportunity presents itself to you today for you to make the wrong choice or the right one, I know you're going to choose the right one because in that moment, you're going to think back to this moment right here where you took this challenge. And you're going to say, oh yeah, I resolved to make good history today. So I'm going to not react in the heat of the moment. I'm going to calm down a little bit before I respond. Or I'm not going to be mean to that person in the drive-thru who got my order wrong. I'm going to realize that maybe they had a long day and this is just a simple mistake. And they can fix it for me. I'm going to be gentle about it. That's a big deal. It really is. So, with all that in mind, can you take this challenge? Yeah, I knew you could. Thanks for hanging out with me here on the Lifeline Morning Show. Now, how about some Josiah Queen and My Promised Land? How about let's hit a song? But what song? Well, you see, I noticed they're listening to us all the way up there, almost on the Kentucky line, in Clarksville, Tennessee. And I think they like this song up there. I could be wrong, but let's hear some Forrest Frank and Celebration. Well, it's that time of the morning for us to check in with a really good friend of ours. His name is Brian Trent from Hampton, South Carolina, where he pastors the Lighthouse Church. He and his family are all across the socials under this handle, Trent Tribe. That's how you can find him for yourself. And every morning, it's like he's got something brand new for us. So what does he have for us today? I think you're going to enjoy this one here. Let's take a listen, shall we?
I was reading through the book of Jonah last week, one that I've read numerous times before, but when I finished this time, something struck me that I had never considered about Jonah. He was all alone. Like, nothing is mentioned about a wife, children, friends, nothing. You know, could we be missing a valuable lesson from the life of Jonah? Like, what if Jonah had a friend? Listen, no doubt God used him in spite of his issues, which is great news for all of us because we've all got them, but what if he had a friend? Standing on the dock, a friend would have said, you know, I don't think you should get on that boat. Why don't you and I go get a cup of coffee and talk about it? You know, sometimes one honest question from someone who loves us can stop us from making a huge mistake. Jonah was alone on the dock. He went to be alone below deck on the boat. He was alone in the fish. He journeyed to Nineveh alone. And then afterwards, he sat outside the city alone. Ecclesiastes 4 says, though, two are better than one. If either of them falls, one can help the other up. Jonah didn't have that. A friend walking with Jonah could have made obedience less lonely. You know, when you're called to something hard, having someone at your side can make the load lighter and the mission stronger. So don't do life alone. Go to church, go to recovery program, go find that person or group of people that will journey with you because life is better with other people. Love you.
Wow, that's good, isn't it? Especially today when we're talking about being faithful with the little. When we have somebody else beside us, encouraging us, helping us to move forward, it makes the biggest difference ever. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me here on the Lifeline Morning Show. I enjoy doing life with you. All right, so I had a request here just a few minutes ago. He said, I know it's kind of out of the ordinary, but I was wondering if maybe you could play a song for me. And I got to looking at it. And Trey, yeah, I checked it out. And it looks like the lyrics are pretty solid on this one. I'm going to preface this by saying that this voice is very familiar. Not really in the Christian music world so much, unless you consider Creed a Christian band, which some people could say that. But this particular song, I think, is to present Jesus in a brand new way to a crowd that maybe you wouldn't find at church. Let's just say it that way. Yeah, it's Scott Stapp with Jesus Was a Rock Star? What? Yeah, take a listen to the lyrics. They're pretty good. It's already that time. But before I get into the final inspiring quote, I want to tell you what's going on over in Heflin. This is so funny. Okay, so I just want to read this straight. And let me get a little music going in the background, kind of hype this up a little bit. From the Heflin Police Department, it says this: Dear school kids of Cleburne County, homecoming week has finally come to an end. Toilet paper sales have skyrocketed this week, and with the added sales tax revenue, we should be able to get raises for the new fiscal year. We want to thank you for contributing to our salaries. We think that rolling the police department was a little uncalled for, but as we enter into Halloween season, we don't want to hear any crying when we load up like we're going to serve a search warrant and go full out tactical ninja style, old school rolling at your place next month. We know who you are, and while you just put the PlayStation controller down for a week, we are children of the 80s and 90s who perfected this craft years ago. Good luck in the game tomorrow night, and we will see you next month. I love it when the police department gets in there and just has some fun. Oh, it's good stuff, isn't it? Thanks so much for hanging out with me right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. You know what? There's some really good stuff that's going on in this world, and I'm so glad that we get to talk about it right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. It means a lot that you're along for the ride. All right, so let's get this last segment going. Here we go. Well, the time has come for me to bid you adieu. But before I do, I'd like to share with you an inspiring quote. In fact, some might say it's a most inspiring quote of the day. Faith sees a flower in a seed, a tree in a root, a king in a shepherd boy. Wow, you know what that reminds me of? Small things we do every day matter more than we realize. So I want to give you 3 practical ways to embrace faithfulness in the little things today. Number 1, show up when it's not exciting. Whether it's showing up for work, school, or even your family, faithfulness looks like consistency. Don't underestimate the power of being steady. Number 2, do the unseen things with integrity, even when nobody's watching, choosing honesty. Fold the laundry, send the thank you text, finish the project. Those hidden obediences, well, they build trust and character. And number 3, celebrate small wins and smile while you do it. Instead of waiting for the big breakthrough, thank God for the little steps forward. Gratitude trains our eyes to see the flower in the seed. Yeah. You know what? I hope that helps you. I hope you have the best day ever and the best weekend ever. And I'll see you right back here on Monday from 6 to 10 for another Lifeline Morning Show. Until then, hey, you know what? You can catch today's conversation over on 5 podcast platforms. That's right. It's on Apple, Spotify, also on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube podcast. At 10:45 this morning, you can go type in Lifeline Morning Show Podcast and find us right there. That way, maybe your kid played the Carline competition this morning. They weren't able to hear themselves on the radio. Well, it's recorded there on the podcast. Or maybe there's something you heard this morning that you thought would, somebody else in your life could really use. So share it with them and subscribe to that podcast if you would, please. I greatly appreciate it. All right, I'll see you right back here Monday morning, bright and early, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, okay? Have a great weekend.